Greetings, traveler of the night. You have once again crossed the gates of between the shadow and the darkness, the refuge where forbidden legends, ancestral terrors, and mythical creatures breathe once again. And now, light your torch and keep a steady pace. The road ahead is not made of earth. It is made of cracked bones, thinking fog, and footsteps that are not yours. Today, we will abandon palaces and gods. Only monsters. Creatures that smell of damp iron and blood rain. Colossi with red, blue, green skin and eyes that look like soaked embers. They carry Kanabo, iron clubs studded with spikes. And when they walk, the mountains remember that they can tremble. Behold Oni, the legend of the Immortal Ogres, lords of the mountains and the mist and giants of the Kanabo. But first, if this is your first journey with us, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, activate the notification bell, and share this video with those who dare to cross the mist. And comment, would you face an Oni head-on if you had a Kanabo in your hands? They say the Oni are born where the world bleeds. They're where the mountain opens a mouth and exhales sulfur. They're where the forest falls silent and animals vanish without leaving footprints. Some swear they are spirits transformed by rancor, shadows that drank too much fear and gained a body. Others, that they are ancestral ogres, as ancient as the first thunder that struck the islands. There are also those who whisper that they arise when oaths are broken on the edge of cliffs. The air traps the lie, the mist chews it, and an Oni is born. They do not ask permission to exist. They simply appear. Among caves and stone gorges, where the sun enters without courage. An Oni's body is an insult to gentleness. Red skin that recalls incandescent iron. Blue skin, cold as the bottom of a forbidden lake. Green skin, the color of slime that grows over forgotten graves. Short, medium, long horns. Teeth that look like the thorns of an old trap. And the hands. These monsters have hands like anvils, made to grip the Kanabo, the iron club, heavy, barbed. When an Oni swings the Kanabo, it is not only the air that splits, it is memories. Whole villages forget courage. There is no official manual for Oni. Folklore changes from mountain to mountain, but travelers of the night collect accounts, and with them, we can paint a map of monsters. Aka-oni, the red, the heat of the volcano, the fury of blood, appears on stormy nights without rain, when the sky only roars. Oni, the blue, cold that bites bones, climbs from ice-covered stone gorges, carries a short, swift Kanabo. He is the silent hunt. It doesn't scream, doesn't threaten. It makes trails vanish. You run, and go nowhere. Midori-oni, the green, smell of moss, wet wood, ancient swamp. It is the lord of the low mist. Its steps water the forest with silence. Kuro-oni, the black. It doesn't reflect light. It casts no shadow because it is the shadow. It is said he appears in passages between worlds, where the trail seems to repeat itself. Its Kanabo doesn't need to strike. Fear finishes the job. Shiro-oni, the pale, white skin, almost translucent, yellowish eyes. It emerges on foggy nights where there are traces of broken oaths. It doesn't scream. It whispers names. And the ear that listens never sleeps again. These names change from village to village, but the feeling is always the same. Something huge and ancient has entered the valley. The mountains are the bones of gods, the elders say. And the Oni, their giant parasites. They know stone shortcuts and forgotten tunnels, fissures where the wind plays harps no one built. The mist is the cloak. It climbs the valleys, loses travelers, and returns only empty boots. On the slopes, there are marks, crumbled rocks in parallel lines, tracks of a Kanabo. If you find one, do not follow it. Turn back slowly, and do not run. Monsters don't have biographies. They have stories that survive out of stubbornness, as Shuten-dōji, the lord of the draft. They say he ruled ogres from a shrouded peak. He drank from cauldrons. He ate courage. His Kanabo was so heavy that two men could not lift it. Ibaraki-dōji, the hand of Rashomon. The legend speaks of an Oni who seized the entrance to a capital. A severed hand, an oath of vengeance, a bridge that learned to fear footsteps. They say Ibaraki was not killed. He merely unlearned being seen. The Oni of Onigashima, an island that accepts no map. Ogres who guard centuries-old treasures and collect broken promises. From time to time, the tide brings voices. If you hear them, cover your ears. They are not for us. These stories don't ask you to believe them, only that you don't sleep when the fire goes out. You don't defeat an Oni by shouting. The mountain folk tell of other tactics. Cold iron traps, prayed over chains, stakes driven into spots where the rock sounds hollow. Mist against mist, bonfires with herbs that cut the cloak and reveal silhouettes. Well-bound promises, Oni sent broken words. Where vows are honored, their strength falters. And above all time, ancient monsters weaken when the rooster's crow is repeated by 3 villages. If that is true, nobody knows how to say. But do you really want to test it? The Oni escaped from the mountains into books, movies, games, and cartoons. They changed color, size, and weapon, but never their presence. They remain the oldest shortcut for talking about what scares us. Unbridled strength, uncontainable anger, a broken promise that turns to wonder. In each modern version, a reminder. The Kanabo still weighs heavily. The Oni are raw mirrors. They remind us that immeasurable strength is not greatness, it is a demand. That a promise is a foundation stone. If it breaks, the house collapses. That mountains hold secrets, and the mist is not a villain. It is a warning. They are not gentle teachers. They break to teach. And every survivor becomes a story. And so, Traveler of the Night, we end our journey between mountains that hold teeth and mist that holds names. If you've made it this far, extinguish your torch carefully. And before you sleep, listen. Is that vibrating at the foot of your bed just your heart? Or is it the distant echo of a Kanabo scraping the floor? If this journey through the shadows of the Oni gave you chills, leave a like and subscribe to Between Shadow and Darkness. Activate the bell so you don't miss the next dives, and comment. What should our next journey through the dark creatures of this world be? And now, if you have courage, walk with us through the darkness of eternity. I challenge you. Until next night, if you're still here.